Okay, so this is going to be super quick because there are things that I need to be at, aka I need to go to work in like an hour. So I really wanted to kind of roll out of bed, I guess you could say. This is why I look like this. Currently it's like 7:30 a.m. and I received the Soft Glam by Anastasia in the mail last night, and it was just way too dark in my room to film last night, which really made me upset. So I wanted to jump on here this morning and test out the palette and kind of compare it to the Modern Renaissance and see how it is, so kind of do my first impressions, because I looked at it last night but I refused to touch it. So this is what the palette looks like. They're always so stunning looking when they like get to you in the mailbox and then you super fuck it up because you just dive so deep into it. So they're obviously the same fabric, they're obviously the same price. Color wise, obviously a little bit different. Well, I'm gonna test out the shadows and then I'll do comparison swatches to see, you know, which shades are very similar and whether you really need another neutral type of palette. How many neutral palettes do you need? A million. This is what they look like side by side. So as you can see, there is a variance in colors, but there are a few colors that are fairly similar, and you could probably get really a lot of looks that are the same out of these palettes. I think I'm gonna do my base first because homegirl needs to. Okay, I am going to do my face first so that I don't look like I am absolutely dying. I do want to kind of swatch a couple of these. So I'm gonna swatch Dusty Rose, so that's like a matte. So these are very true to how Anastasia feel. I'm also swatching Mulberry. I guess right here is where that's gonna go. Okay, wow, super pigmented, beautiful color. And I also really want to swatch Sultry, which is like a glitter shade. Okay, don't dip your finger too hard in there because that's super soft. And I'm just gonna go and put this right down here. So Sultry is definitely like a chunkier type of pigment. Glitter type deal. Okay, so I don't ever use the brushes that come with them, like I really just don't. But Anastasia is so beautiful about the way that they create their single shadows that I've wanted some of these, like I really have wanted Mulberry, I've wanted Dusty Rose, I've wanted Sienna, I've wanted Noir. So it's like when you buy them separate, even as like the bundles that they do, they're usually around $40 unless they have like a buy one get one type of deal, which is not often. So like you would be spending $40 on 4 shades, and this gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gives you 14 shades for $42. So that just makes so much sense. I'm gonna go into Orange Soda because, so it's this color right here, and I'm going to go into this because it's not in the Modern Renaissance palette. So I just really want to play with the colors that are not in the Modern Renaissance to kind of get a different type of look. And Orange Soda is not in the other one. So I'm going to build this up. There's a little bit of kickback, definitely not subculture level, which is cool to know, but I have only dipped into one color right now. Blends out like a dream, I can already tell, so that I am very happy with, but the lighter colors usually do. So the first brush that I used was the MAC 224. Now this is a Sephora rounded crease brush. Looks like this. I'm going to dip into something a little warmer. So I'm going to dip into Sienna because Sienna is not in the Modern Renaissance either. I'm going to put this in this outer corner. That had a lot more kick up than Orange Soda, or maybe I just dipped my brush in way deeper, but this is a stunning color. And my favorite thing about Anastasia shadows, and it's usually why I grab Anastasia shadows, is because of how easily they blend out. Sienna is kind of a darker color, and this just took me like 10 seconds to blend out. That I think is extremely impressive, and that is definitely my favorite part about Anastasia, because you know the price is not. I also want to dip into Mulberry. This also has a little bit of kickback, but then again I am kind of dipping these like while trying to show you, so I do kind of dip in a little bit harder than I should. Let's not talk about that. This brush is also super dirty. It's color swatch, so it shouldn't have any color. This is the Blending E25 by Sigma. And I'm gonna pounce this where I want it first. I'm picking up a little Sigma E36 brush, and I'm dipping into the color Noir, which is the black one right here. What I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to smoke out my lash line with this. And also whatever's left over, I'm going to kind of blend right in this outer corner. And also dip this into my crease. By the time that I'm really dipping into my crease, there's like nothing on my brush. And then I'm going to go back into my rounded crease brush. And maybe dip into a little bit of the orange soda. And kind of blend this area out. And then take the first brush that we use and blend this crease out. So there's a little bit of fallout that I noticed. So I just kind of wiped it away and it didn't stick to any parts of my face, which is really nice. I just swatched bronze. Ah! Bronzes are like my favorite. And bronze is like glittery, but it's so smooth. Like it's not like sultry that like feels like a heavier kind of less ground glitter. Rose is the same type of way, very beautiful as well. So this is going to be rose up here and this is going to be bronze. So right up here, as you can see, this is going to be glistening and this is fairy. So I do want something at least in the outer, like in the inner corner. So I think what I'm gonna go with for the inner corner is actually going to be glistening, which is this right here. Kind of like a champagne-y, like muted color. I'm just gonna pack this right in here. And now I need to do the underneath of my eyeball. And I know that people hate it when I say eyeball, but that's just how I say it. And just let's get over that. So underneath my eye, I'm gonna go in with raw sienna and take that kind of 2/3 of the way, and then I'm gonna smoke it out with orange soda and a blender under eye like shader brush. Pencil brush. So this I'm putting to like halfway to my eye and then I'm dipping into orange soda with like a fluffy pencil brush and I'm just gonna smoke that out. Actually I have this little pencil brush here and I feel like I should just use it. So I'm actually gonna go into the color bronze with a little like eyeliner brush and I'm gonna kind of maybe just put it like right in my crease. I'm kind of doing it like right in that center of my eye, and I just am gonna need to kind of clean this up. So actually I'm gonna use the little brush that comes with this. I'm gonna use the flat edge, and I'm kind of going to try and get it off the lid, but like I didn't even put anything down on the lid. That just kind of happened. Ah, mission abort. That was a bad idea. Why do I do this? I'm gonna take a little bit more of mulberry on my rounded crease brush. I'm kind of going to blend my stupidness away. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply some mascara and do my other eyebrow. So my eye makeup is about as done as it's going to get today because homegirl has to fucking run out the door soon. Also have nothing on my lips. Well then, okay. So does this happen to anyone where like you literally have no time to fuck up and you fuck up and then when you have the time to like make mistakes it like goes so quickly and just like boom, like everything's perfect? Yeah, I freaking hate that too. Well, actually, I do have one more thing to kind of introduce in this video. So I also did pick up the Amrezy Highlighter. I do not have a gold highlighter, period, and this looked like it would satisfy that. So this is what the fucking... I am not huge on the packaging, I will say that. I just hate stars. Like, I just... but I like that it's kind of like a clasp type of deal. You have to press the button to kind of get it open. I think it's beautiful the way it looks, like kind of like a Sahara Desert wave type of deal. Love that. I didn't have a gold highlighter and I mean this is like just bound to be fucking amazing, and Amrezy is like known for highlight. It's just so beautiful. So I'm just gonna go butch it and just put some on my face. It didn't highlight my brow bone, so that works. So I'm not like you, I guess I literally can't say that like I love highlighting or anything like that, but when I feel like it, I do highlight, and I do think that it gives like a nice little glow to the face, and this is pretty subtle. Like if you honestly want it to be, let's just test this. So I did spray my face with some setting spray, and before it dries, I'm going to put more product on. And obviously this is going to become way more blinding. But it's not like over the top blinding, which I personally like. Compare the two sides. This is way more subtle than this is. So I'm just going to set my face now because I haven't done that, and then I'm going to apply more highlight. At first I just go and like tap it honestly and then blend it out. I'm glowing, which, you know, suit yourself whether you like that or not. So comparing, in general, the same colors do reappear. So Tempura is in here, and Cypress Umber are both in here. Oh, Burnt Orange is also in both of the palettes. Well, let's see. Do they feel the same? I think Tempura, well, maybe that's just because it's like way newer. And then Cypress Umber. So yeah, so these are the exact replicas in the two palettes. Yeah, definitely the same formula. Formula in the Modern Renaissance cannot be beat. Like, you can't make an eyeshadow better than that. So I did think that Orange Soda and Golden Ochre are going to be similar, but they ain't. I think Mulberry and Red Ochre are very similar. Yeah, so these are kind of like, one's a little bit deeper than the other one. So this one is Red Ochre and this one's Mulberry. Still not similar. So this is Buen Fresco and then this is Dusty Rose. So kind of like the same depth, but definitely different undertones. So Antique Bronze and Sultry are kind of close as well, but definitely not the same. So these palettes definitely have very different variations of similar colors. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I have so many neutral, warm, and cool tone palettes that like really don't need another one, but I need a million, obviously. It blended out very easily. It looks really good. I didn't have to spend a lot of time. The colors make sense. It's not hard to rearrange colors in here to make a look of different kinds. It's pretty versatile. Formula is so close to Modern Renaissance, if not the same. It's a beautiful palette to have, and like I said, these are colors that I have wanted before. So the dip into my credit card of $42 is definitely a lot more worth it with a whole palette like this versus me just buying 4 separate shades, which these 4 shades that I've wanted are in this palette, so it makes sense to just get this palette and get it over with. And it's beautiful, and I like that it's more of a nudie color than the pink, and it's a little more like a deeper, kind of like a camel color. And honestly, I have a very hard time liking highlighters, but Anastasia always pulls through with this. Like, there's not a damn speck of actual glitter in here, but it just looks so beautiful. I'm wrapping this up super quickly because the camera died and I have to go to work, and like today is just a fucking disaster. I love the palette. I think it's a huge hit. I think Anastasia did a great job. What I was saying is that I paid for fast shipping and ordered it on Valentine's Day, which is when the stuff came out. And I paid extra money for the extra fast shipping for 2 days, and I got mine yesterday, which was Tuesday, it's almost a whole week ever since I ordered it. And my friend who also ordered it on Valentine's Day paid for no extra shipping cost, just standard, so it was free. She got it on Saturday, which I have a lot of problems with that fact. But whatever, it's here. I reviewed it. I love it. It's a great product. I love Anastasia. Overall, love it. Huge recommendation for both of these things. So yeah, that is all I have to say. I'm gonna go to work now. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support that I get from you guys. If you do have any comments or concerns, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.